Okay, I'm going to talk now about the incredible benefits of sauna therapy for optimizing our health, performance, and helping us to decrease body fat. Saunas have been found to be effective, first of all, in eliminating heavy metals from the body. A study, for example, in 2012 showed that regular sauna sessions could lead to a significant reduction in the levels of heavy metals such as lead and mercury in the body. Now, sauna use has also been associated with the removal of carcinogens from the body. A study on firefighters, for example, showed that their exposure reduction methods indicated that sauna therapy increased the excretion of something known as polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, which are known carcinogens in the sweat. Now, this suggests then that saunas could contribute to the eliminations of these potentially harmful substances, which can be considered a preventative measure against the risk, for example, of cancer development, and contributes to a healthier lifestyle. So persistent organic pollutants, also known as POPs, including pesticides and industrial chemicals, can accumulate in the body over time. Now, POPs have been associated with various health problems, including things like endocrine disruption, reproductive issues, and a recent study revealed that saunas can facilitate the excretion of POPs, reducing the body's burden of these harmful chemicals. Now, sauna increases also something known as glutathione. Now, glutathione is a vital antioxidant that plays a key role in detoxifying the body. In our body, glutathione is the dominant agent that binds to and helps move things like mercury and other heavy metals out of our tissues. Now, research published in the Journal of Environmental and Public Health found that saunas can boost the production of glutathione, helping the body to neutralize them free radicals and toxins. And unfortunately, aging, we have a decline in glutathione production. By age 20, scientists estimate that the average person loses glutathione about 8 to 12% per decade. Increased health challenges from infection, poor diet, smoking, increased toxic load, medication usage, etc. can also deplete glutathione stores at a much faster rate. And scientists estimate that a 30% reduction of glutathione is enough for cellular dysfunction to occur. So saunas can increase glutathione. If you've been exposed to and tested for high levels of heavy metals and toxins, and you're wanting to exponentially increase the detoxification process, then the niacin protocol may be the solution you're looking for. So how niacin, which is vitamin B3, works for sauna detoxification: it can target the fat cells and cause them to disperse, releasing heavy metals and toxins that have been stored back into the bloodstream, allowing the detox method of the body to occur. Now, controlled doses of niacin between 50 and 200 milligrams are safe. Some studies use a lot higher. You may then witness something known or experience something as the niacin flush. It's nothing to be concerned about. It's just vasodilation. Okay, after you get out of the sauna, you can use activated charcoal for further help to eliminate toxins through your GI tract. So I recommend niacin about 30 minutes before sauna, activated charcoal after the sauna, which has very valuable medical uses. So for example, activated charcoal is not absorbed by the body. It passes through. Because of this, activated charcoal is often used in cases of accidental ingestion of poison. So the niacin is releasing these, helping to stimulate these toxin release. Activated charcoal is binding it. So the charcoal will bind with the toxins, and research suggests then that activated charcoal can actually decrease the toxic load of the body by greater than 60% when used daily. So on days you have a sauna, use it after, and days you're not, I recommend first thing in the morning. And it can also effectively bind to things like chlorine, bacteria, viruses, yeast, toxic excretions, and metabolic byproducts in the body. Then also the activated charcoal and toxins can be safely expelled from the body, and studies show that activated charcoal can also reduce the absorption of poisons by nearly 75%. But I recommend, as I said, straight after the sauna. In recent decades, then, sauna bathing has emerged to a means to increase lifespan, improve overall health based on compelling data from observational, interventional, and mechanistic studies. Now, of particular interest are the findings from the studies of the participants in something known as the Cupio, I'm going to pronounce that wrong, ischemic heart disease risk factor, which is known as the KID study. It's an ongoing prospective study, population study of health outcomes in more than 2,300 middle-aged men from Eastern Finland, which identified strong links between sauna use and reduced death and disease. Now, the KID findings showed that men who use the sauna 2 to 3 times per week were 27% less likely to die from cardiovascular related causes than men who didn't use the sauna. Furthermore, the benefits they experienced were found to be dose dependent. So men who use the sauna roughly twice as often, about 4 to 7 times per week, experienced roughly twice the benefits and were 50% less likely to die from cardiovascular related causes. I mean, that's just incredible. In addition, frequent sauna users were found to be 40% less likely to die from all causes of premature death. And these findings held true when considering age, activity levels, lifestyle factors that might have influenced the men's health. Okay, and the KID study also revealed that frequent sauna use reduced the risk of developing dementia and Alzheimer's disease, also in a dose-dependent manner. Men who used the sauna 4 to 7 times per week had a 66% lower risk of developing dementia, a 65% lower risk of developing Alzheimer's disease, compared to men who used the sauna only 1 time per week. So again, just outstanding information. The KID study also found that a dose-dependent reduction in cardiovascular-related mortality, all-cause mortality, and Alzheimer's disease incidence typically involved saunas that were heated to a temperature of at least 78.9 degrees centigrade or 174 degrees Fahrenheit for at least 20 minutes. Now, in fact, these studies also found that the amount of time spent in the sauna also affected cardiovascular related mortalities, with a longer duration of 90 minutes or more having a more robust effect than 11 to 18 minutes on lowering mortality rate. Now, the sauna will increase blood flow to the brain. One of the primary ways sauna then will influence things like cognitive health is by increasing blood flow to the brain. As the body responds to the increased temperatures within the sauna, blood vessels will dilate to dissipate heat. Now, this then enhances the delivery of oxygen and nutrients to the cerebral regions in the brain. So the health benefits then associated with sauna use extended to other aspects also of mental health as well. Now, men participating in the KID study who used the sauna 4 to 7 times per week, they were 77% less likely to develop psychotic disorders, regardless of the men's dietary habits, socioeconomic status, physical activity, and inflammatory status as measured by C-reactive protein. Now, research then conducted in 2016, they investigated the effects of sauna therapy on patients then with major depressive disorder. The study found that regular sauna use led to significant reductions in depressive symptoms, demonstrating its potential as a therapy for depression. Now, sauna therapy may influence mental health by promoting and relaxation, reducing stress levels, and also increasing endorphins. Men who used the sauna 2 to 3 times per week were found to have 24% lower risk of developing hypertension. Men who used the sauna 4 to 7 times per week had a 46% lower risk of hypertension compared to men who only used the sauna once per week. So we can even see it's very effective at lowering blood pressure. And just a single sauna session, for example, has been shown to lower blood pressure and improve arterial compliance. As such, then, sauna use may serve as a non-pharmacological means to address or even prevent blood pressure, high blood pressure, hypertension. Okay, so you probably know of EPO as the illegal performance enhancing drug made famous by professional cyclists, especially in the Tour de France. But researchers also shown that 30 minutes of sauna treatment after exercise can cause an increase in oxygen consumption and red blood cell production that actually parallels the use of EPO. Now, in one study, those who had a 30-minute sauna session twice a week for 3 weeks after their workouts increased their time it took to run until exhaustion by more than 30%. Now, as a high performance coach, that is impressive. Saunas then also will increase testosterone levels. Now, testosterone levels increases EPO, erythropoietin, which, as we've just said, stimulates red blood cell development. The more red blood cells you have means more oxygen carrying capacity within the blood and to the working muscles. Now, in recent years, then, research has also suggested that saunas may also have a positive effect on testosterone levels. Then testosterone, as we know, is a hormone that plays an important role in both male health, but also female health. But its levels can be affected by a variety of factors. Now, this study on sauna use on testosterone levels was conducted. The first study was actually conducted in Finland in 2002. And the study found that men who used the sauna 4 times a week for 3 months had significantly higher levels of testosterone than those who did not use the sauna. Now, the researchers concluded that sauna use may have a positive effect on testosterone levels. So when you expose yourself then to body heat, your muscles will relax better, which first and foremost will sort of relieve tension and soreness. It also increases your blood circulation, as we've seen. In fact, blood flow nearly doubles in the sauna. What that means is the muscles now will be exposed to more oxygen-rich blood. This removes waste back into the kidneys, and this improved waste management then leads to a faster recovery. So that's why it's so good to have a sauna after exercise. And also that then sort of leads to less soreness. So this is why it speeds up recovery, and I've been a huge fan of saunas for many, many years. And I'm sitting in my Finnish sauna now at the top of my garden, so I've got the luxury of that. Now, repeated heat exposure also from the sauna has even more profound effects on actually boosting growth hormone, especially immediately afterwards as well, after the sauna. Now, 70 men and women who were exposed to 2 one-hour sessions in a sauna, 80 degrees, that's a long time, by the way. It was a Finnish sauna, so this is what I'm sitting in now. That's why I'm a little bit red here, and it's quite a hot day as well. They found they had a 16-fold increase in growth hormone levels by the 3rd day. The growth hormone effects generally persisted for a few hours post-sauna. So imagine if you're doing a hard exercise session, a sauna session, you're getting a double whammy in growth hormone. Now, sauna conditioning can also lend itself to improving muscle growth and fat loss by improving insulin sensitivity, decreasing muscle protein breakdown. Also, sauna and hot tub can also increase heat shock proteins, which also enhance insulin sensitivity and repair damaged proteins that are produced in the body in response to heat shock. Something known as heat shock proteins. So by increasing body temperature, also we increase our immune system. So white blood cells are released into the bloodstream where they can attack harmful microorganisms. As the body rids itself of accumulated toxins through regular deep sweating, the immune system function will grow noticeably stronger. So heat in the body then increases the white blood cell activity, raising the core temperature of the body, disables harmful heat-sensitive microorganisms, eliminating many infectious viruses, and also reducing things like asthma, improving breathing, and reducing allergy sensitivity. Now, how does this happen then? Sauna's heat will increase the core temperature of the body, which temporarily replicates a fever. Now, this phantom fever then prompts the body to ramp up white blood cell production and release their protective cells into the bloodstream. So this not only helps kill lingering germs, but it also enhances our immune system. Okay, so the short-term deliberate heat exposure studies show that you need a minimum of 59 minutes a week in the sauna. That could be 2 to 3 sessions. Yeah, that is, that can be up to, and that's the minimum amount, and that's around 80 degrees centigrade or 170 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that video, guys, and I'll catch you for the next one.